Hello mateys, this is Scarab Scouts and Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Today is Sunday, May 13, 2018 today. So, I went to the YMCA workout today. It's harder than it's very good today. I'm prequel on weight machines and weight rooms and track today. So, also doing good today. So, before and after 90-day transformation. And, so if you needed about 90-day transformation for an insanity workout today on cities and the videos, that would be great. So we're talking about set on roles today on the Lion King 2019 on July 15, 2019 today. So Donald Glover was doing an signing into the deadline application to for confirmed to play as on Simba. He is a male. He was the lion, and the lion has the red hair, and it's a golden and yellow, golden and white, golden the whitish on skin today. So 25th year anniversaries is probability to for a long time ago, about 25 years ago. So next summer 2019, and that could be on a new first look today on October 1st. That could be the Lawrence paramedics on many times. When in the minimum wage, it could be about 2 minutes and 2 minutes about 58 seconds. When the Lion King in the first trailers, the set on the cameraman that they do about play as and with the voice this with the 25th anniversary with James Earl Jones, and from Jeremy Irons, Chad Wilder at G4, and Beyonce from Nana Kelly, and Beyonce. I never heard about the black girl. The black girl she plays notices about Nala. The one of her have the Prylance what it did preceded by the Lion Guard, and the Lion King first movie 1994, and the Lion King 2 Summer's Pride 1988, and the Lion King 1.5 the third movie is 2004. And it's one of the special occasions to do something about Disney World Color Today. And that's what the cult films do. I do watch over the production of The Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, Pete's Dragon, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Dem and Tales, Disney Jerry Bruckheimer films, and Gio Sinelli from Hans Zimmer's. And Hans play as about 25th anniversary, and he knew about the good soundtrack to the day. It's probably to do with sending to symphony orchestra to do on music today, and who plays Rafiki and Timon, and Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, and Donald Chiefito play as Simba and Scar. Jane plays stills as about Mufasa. Was in a notice about the kingdom of the Pride Land. Though who is the old woman who plays that Sarabi, Simba's mother. I probably literally started doing it in the morning. Anytime. So once it happened to differ more the times, so one of the fan-made trailers to the Jungle Book, Africa's Planet Earth, Hercules, and some like the different kind, and it could be more like the dangerous things in the new graveyard on the scenes. Three of the horror these guys play as Shensi, Banzo, and Ed. I was a completed. No sudden play as about and the new carnivores on a pack of the new hyenas. For once, it half of the spotted hyenas, they're just literally one of the striped hyenas did like the hybrid of animals in this the Africa. One of the things interesting about next year and July 15, 2019, but they were thinking to talk about one of the Disney 25th anniversary on the Disneyland next year, Disney World Resorts Orlando, Florida. I would seem like that, guys. So I do something about in the new trailers to coming out on December 5th, 2019. So 2018. So my opportunity is the new Disney movies category was dusted for following procedures on the forward to nearby for on the Lion King. It probably to do the Chetwa Angeville in the villains and Scar as in the villain lion. He placed in a new friend on the three hyenas. The three guys wanted to play voice today. I definitely very confused today, and it's mostly the difficult to see on the productions. As it also there are a lot of guys and inside do talking and playing voice to different kind about Simba and Nala can feel the love tonight. It is also to feel like in the new songs on the new soundtrack. At that newest on the new songs on the Hans Zimmer's wanted to compose, and it's that everybody knows on the in filmic box. There seemed like that if you thing like that if you join the voice for the Lion King on the new movie on the 25th anniversary, and there could be next year from the 1994 through 2019, because everybody plays the voice of the Lion King. It is probably we work together. So it means they're really completely from the nominees for the first movie on the Lion King on the Donald Glover, and he plays the Lion King from the Golden Globes 2018, and next year's Golden Globes 2019. He could take the first look on the interesting on the reaction on the trailers informations. So be honest, that lady was confirmed to do the sign-in to the application on the deadline, and she was being confirmed to play Nala, as she was a true love for the lion named Simba, and they are due together. We grew up there about, if you said 5 years later, or it could be about 10 years. One of the Mufasa rescued a young Simba. One of the horse about the little girl, a little boy was playing as a young Simba. He considered he was ran from the stampede from 10,000 wildebeest, running from the hyenas, and so the young cub was roaring so loud. If the stampede comes down here into the river road on the gorge, on the river bank from the gorge, they could climb into the dead tree. If mostly Mufasa helps the Simba from the stampede, and there's a lot of wildebeest going out there from hyenas they can do. Shanxing Bowser Ed was scared away from the 10,000 animals are running towards around the gorge on the path in the river on the river bank, just like the waters did, just like the dry land, just like the dry land on the ground. Um, Simba almost go up, almost flying to fall down. He saved his dad was legitimate bump in his head. Um, he didn't bump his lion's head, you know. He jumps onto the rock, and his brother Scars was helping really bad. You know, he didn't make it. He pushed Mufasa down to the ground. He broke a dead tree. He'll fall or die after the stampede is over. After the stampede is running away, you know, many 10,000 wildebeest was fleet away, and the one of the lonely wildebeest was runs towards his dad. Was his a very sad day from 25 years ago, and Simba was sad. Was even actually he didn't make it for his tragedy. Um, and that really considers was probably his not his uncle, and he was the villain from the Lion. It was the Scar. He was considered by Snap on it, you know. And this is not his Scar's fault, you know. And that really means too, and that really gonna happen to means too. Maybe Scar scares away for the Simba did. And one of the Shensin Beso Ed will hunt Simba down to escaping from the gorge. He tries to get out of here. He tries to get out of it. He almost roll over down and falls into the pine trees, and the kiwi almost really hurt the dangerous. And that hyenas was scared of heights, and the stuff from the pike trees for the African pikes. Maybe young Simba ran away, and that night, and Geo4 was confirmed to do signing from deadline applications to paperwork information. He confirmed it, and many sometimes I just had to mention that it. Sat on set to be on cult films like some of those like Disney movies. Even those scars was tragedy of Mufasa when Simba was run away, and Nala stays with her mother, and she was the younger her cub alone. His betrayal. And his army of hyenas was take over to the Pride Lands. They take away to the grass, trees, and a lot of animals do. They like a pack of those 50 hyenas, 50 of them. The Vicky was sad. They don't know. He didn't know when Simba was dying. He just literally. I just have to do something. I don't know the old guy's place, Rafiki. You know, it does matter. I know. I just wanted to look at Wikipedia's on the Lion King 2019 Wikipedia's. I could take a look at it as many as I can. So I could have to do. It's always have to know. So Seth Rogen plays Pumbaa. He'd been confirmed for his paperwork. Paperwork has been signed. Um, there must be. He's been a contract for plays Pumbaa, and his partner from Timon was noted this guy. I did not know who this guy is. Um, and my thing is Mukur the warcog was rescued in a lion cub from the vultures eating it. For the Simba almost dying it, and Simba was dying from the sun, he literally just been awake, that he's still alive. He was still thirsty, and he sings Hakuna Matata songs. The new songs and composed on the two of those dudes. It seems like really interesting. I set on. I feel like a storyline today on a Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Hakuna Matata ain't no passing grace. It means no worries for the rest of your days. There's no proper free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. When Simba was younger, he's also very hungry. He always eats insects. Always eats a lot of insects. But when the meerkat and warthog always eats insects from the grass, out of the tree grounds. There's a lot of insects while they're eating it. So they can grow up in the mazes they can, and some of us go up. There could be about a couple years. They're dancing. That means no worries. So the opportunity is, I was optimistic to Simba grew up there and about 6 feet tall. I totally grow up just like his dad do. I was to consider. You notice what happened there. Maybe scars take over to Pride Rock. When the hyenas danced there on the grounds, there have been 80 animals. They're hunting each other. The lion is surrounded by hyenas the way they did to Scar. Zazu was captured, and Nala still on the Pride Rock, and they're saying, "Be prepared, reprise." Nala was ran away for Pride Land, and it looks like the dead and the deadline. It looks like about the outsiders. When the Nala was ran away, they will find Simba as long as they can. Even that it could be also beautiful life in the night and kings of the past. Kings of the past. They do special guest stars that we're talking about. So I'm sure. For a really dead sure. So I probably just have to do something, and Simba was find a way to get us home, and to blow up the Rafiki, and he's just literally just excited to Simba's alive. He was a time, and Timon and Pumbaa just chasing by the vicious lioness. Nala was chasing Pumbaa. Simba was rescued. And they were saved by Simba. It is literally fighting around for the forest. There were African forests. Nala and Simba was reunited for the younger. And the first thing was very confused a few seconds ago, and they're reunited, and they're meeting to do the meeting scenes looks like about probably the notice. At that point, wanted to do the best voices there on "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," and that walking towards the rainbow of the waterfall, and the bit of a life and "Can You Feel the Love Tonight." Always do most of the panically. He was true love's kiss. It's very sad to the going out there on staying out on in the homeland. They lived there some of us lived there in about 10 years later, and but he can't stay here once in a while. Simba and Nala were argument about Scar did when the Mufasa was fallen, and the hyenas take away for the Pride Land and his home. But he did what he find Rafiki. He will follow to the path. So he would find his dad as he can. So he feels like Mufasa's ghost and his son did, you know. Simba talks to his father where the ghost was alive today in the night. He was suddenly Klaus today, lives on the gods, and it was certainly under the sun. He says, "Remember who you are. You are my son, the one true king. Remember who you are." And Simba follows his dad and say, "No, please, don't leave me. Remember, Father, please come back." Simba was temporarily sadly, and the refugees truth about he's going back to his old home right now. So he would go back straight to the Pride Lands, and two of them are sleeping into the homestead, and Nella can't find Simba today. They were woken up. The process should be by the Rafiki, and he's going to challenge his uncle the way they did about his father, and they ran into the deserts. It could be what happened there. It could be what happened to the dead animals did, and grass, no animals, no trees. Could nothing on the outland. Could be nothing on the Pride Lands. Simba was look over. He was to betray his uncle the way that his father did. That rally was sneaking around to do how long did that movie? Also, it's been about 2 hours ago. 2 hours in the minutes in the movies. Different of the kind. Different for once. Different that approximately to do on the future on special features. Set. And that were exactly, they were kind of about 25th anniversary. They were enjoyed anytime to Battle of the Pride Land to take over the long about 20 minutes ago. But the Scars reunite Simba was confronted his mother, but he can't talk to his mother like that, you know. Maybe Scar's truth about killing his father. As that saying, he was considered murder for his father. Simba's back away. He almost getting fall over the trip. He struck the lightning to the ground. He just a lightning ground. It was a red. It was a red smoke and fire, fire and fire on fire, and then around it on the Pride Rock. His intention wasn't have been true about his bad dream feeling about this. One of his father was hair. He looks like his father, but they say no murderer. And Scar said about played by Geraldo. No, Simba, please. You tell him the truth. No, son, I didn't mean to. Oh. But he chokes the lion's neck with his paw. What he did to pay for this. And Scar killed Mufasa after the stampede for the gorge and 10,000 wildebeest. And one of the hyenas fights Simba and with the lionesses. If we do have the hyenas was fighting, they are retreating back to the elephant graveyard. They were saying Simba's chasing the Scars was confrontation to last fight over the top of the Pride Rocks. The circle of flames in and around it about a quarter, in the quarter, under the corner, upper quarter, lower quarter, and under the corner. When a Glover plays, Simba says to the meeting for any time to be different, and he says, "No, Scar, I'm not like you." And run away, Scar. He will never return, or he will never run away. You'll stay here forever. So, Edgy Force says he was a different kind about last word is sayings. They do fight each other. He was fights back to the top of the flames. He would jump, he was fall in death. He's been rained. He's been watery from fire, what he did. When the Scar is dead, Simba must defeat Scar. And Simba and Nala was reunited. And his mother too. And Simba would be new king in the Pride Land. Roar. And lots of raining until about 12 hours per day. And when the trees and grass and also grows, all animals will be reborn to be king. So the light finds the way, kings of kings, and king and queen of Pride Land, and then the new cub was reborn. I'm so happy to see next year on The Lion King 2019 today. So that was the ending now, guys. So long story, guys, and I'm pursuing as of many as I can. From the Jungle Book, it was a good movie from last 2 years, and next year, The Lion King. They're doing the play as about the voices of the voices to do sent it to in the trailers of first looks, TV spots, clips, and features of a television spot. I surprised to see anytime, it is almost about 25 years. You see, I am so excited. That's a really long time, I was have to say I surprised for about 25 years. Oh yes, it's about 25 years. Woo! You guys really decided to see the Lion King next year. So thank you for the coming in, guys. So don't forget to subscribe to my content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or Vine Camera, Cockstore at Cockstore and Tumblrs, and likes and comments. The links in the description today. So likes and comments, guys. So love you guys. Feel free to do. Don't forget to watch my Jugger Nuggets and Big Brother. Keep behind the camera. The Angry Grandpa shows, The Boot Show, Space Jam Gardens, Derek Diesel, Lieutenant Corner Joe, Cupid Guy, Next Boo, Kevin Rivers Jr., and Tony Tornado from Crazy Boyfriend, and Samantha Tornado, and the Notre Speeds Millie Mulder. And love you guys, feel free to death. So don't forget to keep it rich, mateys. It's good to have you back.